got here. Let that set till tomorrow, but it arrived a few days late. Should have been here Saturday. It's now late Monday afternoon. It is almost 6 o'clock.
Well, hey there folks, it's Jimmy Stewart here, hoping this is finding you all doing well. Today's video. Yeah, I know. There's an empty guitar stand here, folks. And by now, if you've been watching this channel, and hopefully you've been watching it, if you haven't, welcome. But an empty guitar stand here in this channel means one thing, and everybody, tell me what that is. Come on, say it with me. Come on, you can all do it. It is, yes, New Guitar Day here in the studio. So without further ado, let's see what we got going. Okay, it's time for David here, and here he is over here. You all know David, folks. This is David Leatherman. Yes, indeed. He is a fan favorite here on the channel, and he is going to do some unboxing for us today. Now, I needed another guitar like a hole in the head, as you all guys know, but it's what we do here on the channel, and this was also on an incredible sale, and I'll talk about the sale in a moment there, but an incredible sale, the best sale I've seen from the folks at Monoprice just about ever, I think ever. And I thought the sale that we had on the retro, the blue retro I got a couple of weeks ago, that was also a great sale. But this was even more, and that's the reason I had to do it. Because, folks, if it's on sale, especially a sale like this, what are you going to do? That's right. You got to buy it. Yes, you do. All right, David, you did a wonderful job, I think. Let's put you away so we don't get hurt. David Leatherman, what a guy. Oh, and some people have been asking me, yes, that is Rupert G back there, that shirt from the Hello Deli. And my wife and I, one of the times we were in town there in New York City, right on West 53rd Street, if you've ever been down there, is the Hello Deli. And made famous, obviously, by the Late Night with David Leatherman show. David Letterman. I keep calling him Leatherman. Anyway, made famous by that show. Let me get rid of this box. Yes, made famous by the Late Night with David Letterman show. Rupert's owned that business down there. Him and May have owned that deli for over 30 years. In fact, it was January 31st of this year was their 30-year mark. And I think the city of New York gave them a big plaque and made it the Hello Deli Day officially for New York City. 30 years in business. He still owns that. So it's one of the only small businesses still left in that area of Midtown, I think. Again, it's on West 53rd. Just adjacent to the Ed Sullivan Theater. If you've never been there, check it out. It's a small deli. My wife and I went in there, and then lo and behold, we walked in one afternoon, and there was Rupert, and we had a nice talk, and we ordered a sandwich, and it was great. I had a hot pastrami on rye. It was wonderful. Rupert, very, very nice. Just a down-to-earth guy. Anyway, yes, that is the Hello Deli shirt, for those that were asking. Inside the box from our good friends at Monoprice, of course, is your thank you for your order card and the bag with your cheap cord and, of course, your your hex keys to adjust your truss rod and those types of things. But anyway, that was in the box. We'll set them up here for now. Again, we have another Monoprice, folks. I was not going to buy one, but again, it was too good to be true, and I had to jump on it. They sold out in a day. For the last month, since the end of July, that last weekend in July, they started with a 15% off code. It was 15 off now code. And then the following week, again, it was only good for the weekend. Then the following week, they had another one. It was called Extend, which was extending the 15% off code. Then the following week after that, they had Schmore, another 15% off. So every weekend, and then this past weekend, they had it again called Hot. Again, all the end of the summer sales that they had going on. So for 4 weekends in a row, it was 15% off. In between those weekends, however, they had that blue retro telly on an unbelievable sale for like $69. Then they had the red one following that. And again, that red got sold out as well. I thought, for instance, that guitar was going to be discontinued. The blue was still showing on the site as not available. The red went off the site completely. You couldn't even see it. And then all of a sudden today I looked and it was back on there, and they have them again for $69. So I don't know if they're closing them out or what. Then this guitar, this is their Deluxe Plus series. Again, it's their top of the line, their flagship models. This was their Les Paul. And again, they had one of these. This was on last Monday. Wasn't part of that 15% off sale. The coupon would not work for it. But this was this is the top of the line, $259 or $269 guitar being sold for $89 delivered to your door. Yeah. I'm not a huge Les Paul fan. I have a few of them, obviously. I brought a couple out to go along with this to show. Les Pauls to me are heavy. They're a heavy guitar, and I'm not a real big fan of humbucker pickups either. So even though I did hesitate for a little bit, I didn't quite just hit the button. I waited a little while, and I thought, well, I'll check back later, and if they're still there, maybe I'll grab one. And they were still there. And then I had people hitting my YouTube site saying, hey, Jimmy, you know, that black one's on sale. You ought to check it out. And I kept saying, I don't really need another Les Paul. And then I broke down and I had to get it. So, you know, for $89, even if I didn't need another Les Paul, I had to have it. So here we are. This is the Les Paul, the Deluxe Plus model. And we'll discuss what a Deluxe Plus is after we take a look at this guitar. So let me, elastic band, folks. Rubber band's got to go over there. I think I got quite a few of them now. I might not need too many more of those. And this is the one that they had on sale. Again, they had 3 different models of this. They had a Sunburst. They had a the black like this. Can't remember the other color off the top of my head. But it was only the black one that they were selling at the $89 point. Oh, the gold top. They had a gold top as well. The gold top was the least expensive of them. Not this gold top. This is a different one. They had the standard Deluxe Plus gold top. This is the SB. This is the newer model they came out with this past year with the P90s in it. But that's also a Deluxe Plus. Wow. Initial impressions. Let me take a look here, folks. I'll close my mouth for a little bit. Try to give you what I'm seeing here. Absolutely perfect on the frets. I don't feel any. There was no sprouting. Frets look very, very good. Rounded, polished crown, they all look fine. Again, we'll check those out when I go to set this guitar up. Although that's part of the Plus package. So what makes the Deluxe Plus different than their standard Calis or standard Retros and all those types of things is 3 things basically. They use a better quality wood in the fact of this. This is a mahogany body with a maple top. These are carved top Les Pauls. They are set necks. They're not bolt-ons. So the Deluxe Plus and the Deluxe models have got better woods. So instead of poplar and basswood, for instance, when you get the Deluxe Plus Telly or the Deluxe Plus Strat models, you're getting ash or you're usually getting an ash body style guitar. And these will be the mahogany bodies. Very nice. This is the black finish. This looks good. Here's one thing people were talking about. Again, a lot of people just don't like the headstocks on the Indios. I think they're fine, especially on these models like this. What you're getting is kind of an A-frame type stock, like a PRS type headstock. These are a tilt back Gibson style. Again, you get about a 14 degree tilt on these. They're using an older retro vintage style tuner. They're closed backs, but they have the old vintage style, the tuning keys on here. They're not the chrome, they're not the metal. I actually like them. Yeah, they kind of got a green tint to them. They should be more of a older style vintage white and or yellow. They have like a green, but it looks fine to me, especially on this guitar. It looks fine. Let's take this off my switch, make sure my switch is good. Very nice. Silicone packet. Again, initial impressions. This looks very, very good. Part again of the upgrade for the Deluxe Plus, again, is your woods. You also have better electronics and hardware, which, that's where the money comes into. You get better pickups, you get better hardware, you get better electronics. So this is nice. These are top caps. They're gold. They feel good. All the pots feel good. Again, this is a carved top body, mahogany with a maple cap. Mahogany neck, rosewood fretboard. Let me go to the specs here, just so I don't miss anything. Hopefully, yeah, so the maple cap on this is 17.5 millimeter, the top cap. The body itself, 44.5 millimeter, and again, mahogany body. Rosewood fretboard, ivory bindings. You got bindings around the top of this as well. It's a set-in neck. It's 43 millimeter here at the nut. I don't think this is a bone nut. I believe this might be an ABS, synthetic bone, plastic type nut. Not sure. Pretty sure it is. It is a C-neck shape on here. It's 350 millimeter radius, again, which brings it just under 14, 13 point whatever, is the conversion. Standard Asian, radius on the neck. It feels very nice, though. I see no flaws in this body. No chips, no nicks. Unless the ones I just put in it. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I got a little one right down here. Oh, well. Right at the very end, right there, there's a little, that'll probably buff right out. Not worried about it. Other than that, this looks very, very, very good. No problems. And it's pretty weighty. Again, it's Les Paul weight. I'll put it on the scale for you, and we'll show you that later when we do the up close and personal on this. Okay, so again, this is a dual humbuckered guitar. I'm hoping the humbuckers in this sound okay. They should. I'm finding that the humbuckers in the, in the top of the line type of guitars sound pretty good. They sounded pretty good in my Boardwalk. I'm hoping these are kind of the similar. They're supposed to be fairly hot, but wound a little bit hotter than, for instance, a PAF style type of humbucker, but not real hot. So we'll have to see. What they say on here, again, this is 22 fret. The fret wire is 2.6 millimeter. Trapezoid markers, of course, as you can see. Fretboard feels great. It is dry, but they all come dry. We'll fix that up easily. But today we're going to try to do like we always do. Right out of the box, we're going to do the tone test. So we'll check it out. Again, 2 humbuckers. You got cream mounts here, cream here, and gold on the, or copper, I guess you could say, on the volume and tone knobs. The back has the cream plates as well. They all match the binding, which is nice. And again, kind of the off color on the tuning keys. But again, I don't get real excited about headstocks and tuning keys. I really don't care. If it holds tune, it's wonderful. I kind of like the old style vintage type tuners though, so that's cool. Again, same as I have on the SB over here. The hardware looks good. So, we will do an up close and personal video like we do on every one of these that we get reviewed here in the channel. And we'll go over it, and then we'll do some test tones with the new DLX Plus Les Paul. This is in gloss black. It's actually very attractive looking. I had a black Les Paul quite a long time ago, maybe 20 or so years ago, that I gave to my son, Epiphone, an Epiphone Les Paul in black, and he's had that for a number of years now. This is kind of replacing it. All right, so let's do the up close and personal, and we'll do some tone checks. Let's get to it. Okay, so here's the up close and personal on the brand new Monoprice 66 DLX Plus. This is the black Les Paul style. Ridiculous sale on Monoprice for one day, and they sold out. We got this for $89 delivered, so had to have this. This is equipped with the dual humbuckers. Again, this is the DLX Plus. This has got a mahogany body with a carved maple cap top. Rosewood fretboard, bound on both sides. Trapezoid markers going up and down. Your medium jumbo frets. They're your 22 fret guitar, 24.75 standard Gibson scale. And you've got your A-frame. I call it a PRS or a Gumby style headstock up there with the vintage style tuners. This guitar is looking very, very good. We just took it out of the box. I'm going to spin this around so you can get a look at the back. There's those vintage style tuners. Again, if it's anything like my SB over here, they will be fine. As you can see, it's the same style headstock, same style tuners. These are set neck guitars. That's a mahogany, Easton mahogany neck. Very good looking guitar. Again, no finish issues. Nothing I can see on this guitar outside of a very, very small, at the very bottom. I don't think you'll even see it here on the camera. Right in there, can you see it? A little mark down there, but I'm pretty sure that'll rub out. That's it. If it sounds anywhere
close to how it looks, and it looks great. It's going to be a great addition for the 66 Deluxe Plus LP style from the good folks at Monoprice.
Okay, well, hope you enjoyed the up close and personal on the 66 Deluxe Plus here, the Monoprice Indio Les Paul style. Again, this is not, it is heavy, but it's not a boat anchor heavy. Here is a pick I did right there. It's right at 8 pounds, which I think was close to what this one is as well. I'd have to go back and look at that video, but I'm thinking it feels the same. It feels pretty close. So it's not a boat anchor heavy, but it is, you know, it's Les Paul heavy. Again, we were talking about the differences between the standard Monoprice guitars and the Deluxe Plus differences. Again, you're talking woods, you're talking the electronics themselves. And then the other thing is that they advertise, and they do a big job of doing this. They say that, you know, their Deluxe Pluses are each individually sent to California and then set up by a professional luthier there before they're sent to you. Again, it only applies to the Deluxe models. I found that kind of hit and miss, although most of the Deluxes that I have here came in set up very, very well. This is no different. In fact, and when I got the SB here, it was really, really very well done and very well set up. So somebody did do that. When I took this out of the box, again, while I was filming the up close and personal, I did a quick tune of this. This guitar has been sitting overnight, but I never took it out of the box until now, which I showed you on film here. This was actually tuned, I think, to an E-flat tuning, and it was almost spot on out of the box to E-flat. I just tuned it up to standard E. Somebody set this up. There is no doubt, because it feels absolutely wonderful. And again, I read years ago that their luthier was a guy named Roger Gresco. I don't know if he's still doing it. This was like 10 years ago. I don't know if he's still doing it. If he is, Roger, nice job on this. The action on this is very, very nice. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything at all to this guitar. I'm looking at 1.75 on the bass E. And about a 1.50 on the high E. Wow. There's no buzzing. Intonation seems pretty good. I haven't double checked it yet. This is showing the Dario colored ball ends on here. This very may well be, I think, the only two guitars I've ever received that had true Darios on them were from Monoprice. They used to have a little hanging tag on there that said the Darios on them, and I questioned it because it didn't feel that way. This does feel like that. And I believe these are the Dario 10s. Strings are not rusty. They're not garbage. Fret ends on this are just beautifully done. This is very, very nice, folks. I'm extremely happy. Again, for the price paid. If you go on the Monoprice website, and I realize you're not going to be able to get this guitar right now, so I'm going to actually compare it to the standard price. Just like when I paid for this, I paid full retail, $250, which is what these normally would sell for. I think this was a little bit more. This was like $259 or $269 normal price. And then their Sunburst model on here is $249.99, and the Gold Top is $219.99. Again, these are with the humbuckers, not the Gold Top, not the SB like this one. That's actually on their website too, and that's $250 regular priced. So the Gold and the Sunburst are the only two available. The black one is completely gone from their website. So I don't know if they've just completely closed these out. They're not going to have them anymore. I thought that on the red retro telly, because it disappeared from the website after it got sold out for that one day that they had them on sale. Same with the blue, but the blue is back showing not available. The red just came back today that I've noticed, showing that it's back on and it's $69.99. This is not on the website. It's gone. So again, don't know if it's gone completely now or if it'll be back. I don't know. Usually they just say out of stock. Don't know when it's going to be back or to be determined as far as back in stock. But this is now completely gone. I will show you on the video here, I will show you the web capture, the capture I took when I actually ordered it. So you'll see the sale price and what it was going for there. I'll put it up on the screen. Let's get some tone checks with this puppy, shall we? We're going to go through the Monoprice 15, and we got my looper section down there. I'm going to use my Hotone Impero as I usually do. Well, I have been recently for the last year or so as a patch. And we're going to see what we got. I haven't done anything to this guitar. Again, I just took it out of the box as you saw a few minutes ago. Volume and tones are all the way up. I am in the bridge position now. Good taper. Let's go to the middle. Again, standard Gibson wiring, if you take off one, if you kill one pickup in the middle, kill one volume, then it goes out completely. That's so you blend both pickups together. But if you kill one, you're killing them both. And in the neck pickup. It's in the neck. In the middle. This just came out of the box, so it's gonna, strings are gonna stretch, obviously. Tuners feel very good. There's no slip sliding going on. Strings are just stretching. Pickups don't sound bad at all, actually. They're, their humbuckers were not my favorite. I much prefer the P90s, but they don't sound terrible. According to the website here, these pickups are, again, they're fairly hot, hotter than the PAF style, but not blazing hot. So they have a 10K in the bridge and a 9.5K in the neck, according to the website here. A very nice playing guitar. Right out of the box, it's playing fine. The strings are not corroded. The neck feels great. The fretboard is dry. Piece of cake. We'll oil that up with some, we use the F1 here from Music Nomad. I cannot complain at all, folks. In fact, even at full price, $250, that, you know, it is right in line with what is being sold from Firefly. Their LPs are, you know, now $200, $210, $215, $220. You're paying $27 to ship. So they're right in that same ballpark, the $250 mark, really. This comes with a nice gig bag, so hey. It is right there. With a black guitar, though, you know, when you sweat and your finger marks are going to be all over it, oh well, that's rock and roll. No problem. The Monoprice Indio Deluxe Plus from the good folks at Monoprice. Just gave it a pretty good workout, and the strings are holding, tuners are holding. You can't beat that, folks. Again, the fretboard is dry with a pair of 9s on here. This is going to be killer. It plays very, very good with the 10s on it. The setup is absolutely perfect. I've got no complaints on this guitar whatsoever. In fact, like I said, for the $250 I paid for this one with the humbuckers on it, I was very satisfied with it. These are, again, you can't get this one unless they come back, unless they find some more in their warehouse someplace and all of a sudden they're back on the website. Even at the full price, I would have been happy with this. I probably would not have bought it at the full price only because I didn't need another Les Paul. But at $89, you couldn't refuse that, you know. It's crazy. You're not going to find a guitar anywhere close to this. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, thank you so much, Monoprice, for putting them on sale, man. And for a lot of those people that were able to grab one, congratulations. Hopefully yours was as nice as this. Mine was, you know, I've had people come on my channel, honestly, and they said, you know, I think Monoprice, Jimmy, is picking out guitars for you and sending you the, you know, the best ones they have. And I'm going, oh yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they're doing. And they said the same thing about Ivy, you know, IYV guitars, Indian Vini guitars. He must be picking out guitars and sending to you. You know, you're getting the best ones, because mine is not, you know, yeah, I'm sure exactly that's what they're all doing. You know, they're all sending me hand-picked guitars. It's not happening, folks. Yes, there's times where you'll get a bummer. I've had them, but I have yet to send back a guitar. Now, again, knock on wood, I haven't had issues that required me to send it back. I've had issues where I've had to work on them to get them to play the way I wanted them to play. And I've had some minor defects and some, you know, cosmetic defects and a couple of cracks here and there. But folks, these are, you know, they're sub $200 guitars. This is a $250 guitar. They are budget guitars. There was no such thing as a budget guitar when I grew up playing guitar. There just wasn't. I mean, there was crappy guitars, but they still cost quite a bit of money. You know, the old Sears Silvertones and the Dan Electros and things like that. You know, now that today, you know, they're worth a lot of money, those old junk guitars that had, you know, strings 3 inches off the frets, and you had everything you had to do to bear them down. I mean, these guitars are just wonderful compared to what used to be out there anywhere as close to that price range. If you'd have said to me 20 years ago, 40 years ago, Jimmy, you can get a Les Paul copy for 89 bucks that's going to play, no. It just didn't occur, okay? So, with that said, I'm going to leave it be for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for stopping into the channel. I really do appreciate it. Last week, we went over 4,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for being here. For those that are new or for those that are still on the fence about subscribing, come on over to the good side. Would love to have you on board. Would love to have you here joining the group. Okay? And so until next time, folks, it's Jimmy Stewart saying so long. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Be kind to each other, would you? Be kind to each other. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now. Okay, yes, if you're nice to each other, I'll leave a little outro here. Okay? Thank you, folks. We'll talk to you all again very, very soon.